Hey guys, it's your girl, Chef Joya, and welcome to another episode of Vegan on a Budget with Compare Foods. I'm super excited for you all to come to my new home. I want to welcome you all here because you are going to have front row seats in some of the best vegan food ever created. So let's go ahead and get started with one of my favorite weeknight meals that's easy for meal prepping. You can take it to work, to school, or just have a great family dinner. And we're going to make my easy chimichangas. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this recipe is super easy, yet it is very flavorful, so you want to make sure you do it how I do it, and we use everything that I use that you can find at Compare Foods to make sure that this is the best. Now when growing up, my mom used to always make chimichangas, and hers was really simple. It literally was like the meat, and she'll add some salsa and some cheese, and that was that. And at that time, I thought that was the greatest thing ever. But since cooking, I'm gonna elevate it, and I learned how to make it the authentic way, but then I also learned how to make it a nice, quick, and easy way as well. And this time, we're gonna get it vegan. So we're gonna take our vegan ground meat, and you can also use this with like a vegan chicken, jackfruit. I wouldn't recommend using tofu with it, but you also can even use like a bean and a mushroom as your meat substitute. Because this is vegan meat, it's going to cook super fast, so we want to get this cooked about the same time, right? We don't want to overcook anything. So I'm going to add my onions, my bell pepper, and my garlic to the other side. Now while that's sitting, we're actually going to add our seasonings. So like, this kind of reminds you of like a one-pot filling dish, right? Because everything's gonna get cooked at the same time just to get stuffed and rolled. And I gotta fry. I fry everything. It is what it is, but it gotta get fried. So we're gonna go ahead and add our seasoning. So we're gonna start with a little bit of salt. We're gonna use some black pepper. Then we're gonna add some garlic powder. Then we're gonna add some onion powder to this as well. Some paprika. And then we're gonna add some chili powder. Now, if you're like, Chef, I'm not gonna remember all these seasonings, you can go ahead and get some taco seasoning, but this is gonna be the way it's gonna taste the best, all right? Because we wanna make sure we get all that flavor in there, all right? Next, we're gonna add some sazon. I'm probably gonna use like a half a pack of sazon, and this is a pound of vegan meat. And then we're gonna add my onion soup mix. And we're gonna use about a half a pack of that. Any brand you wanna use, just make sure it doesn't have any milk in it. So we're gonna add that to it. And then we're gonna add a little bit of vegan Worcestershire sauce. Now listen, I'm laughing because I know y'all probably like, Chef, all that? Yes, I told you it's gonna be the best thing you ever had. I know my flavors, and trust me, it's going to be delicious, all right? So let's give this a nice little mix around. This is definitely a flavor explosion. The cumin is really heavy with the chili powder. It smells amazing. And it's super colorful. And you can also use this filling if you're gonna make like tacos or anything that you're gonna need, any like ground beef with like a Latin spin to it. This is gonna be the perfect ground beef recipe. So we're gonna let this go for a couple more minutes, but then we're also gonna go ahead and add in our green chilies. Now I'm gonna use green chilies in a can because they're a little bit milder. If you want it a little bit more spicier, go ahead and grab you some fresh jalapenos and cut that up. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of tomato sauce. I'm probably gonna use this is an 8-ounce can, so I'm probably gonna use about 4 ounces of this tomato sauce and give this a nice little mix around. So this is a mix of doing it authentically and doing it the way my mom did it. So we're gonna take some salsa that's in a jar, and we're gonna add this to our mixture. That's what I'm talking about. Now I smell like it just hit me. Like all your food should hit you like that. If it don't hit you like that, put it back in the pot. And one more ingredient. Yes, there's one more ingredient that we're gonna go ahead and put into this filling. Now, I actually recently learned about this ingredient because one of my best friends, she decided that she was gonna cook for me and make chimichangas, and people are so intimidated to cook by me. She was actually nervous, but I was like, but her wife said, no, she makes really great chimichangas. So she made, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I think these taste better than mine. And my food is the bomb. And I was like, what you use? She told me, she said she used a dry ranch packet. Now listen, y'all know how I feel about dry ranch packets. I call them, my special pack. I'm gonna add this to it, and this will be my first time tasting it in my vegan recipe that I'm sharing with y'all. We're gonna add some of that dry ranch packet to it. All right, so we're gonna learn today together if her magic touch on my recipe is gonna be delicious together. So let's get that a nice little mix around. All right, so let's see here. give a little taste test because once you feel it, you can't take it back out, all right? So let's go ahead and taste it to make sure that all the flavors are there. Wait a minute. This is like real good. This is like good on another, like, you ain't never had nothing like this. This is excellent. Like, this is phenomenal. I can't wait till y'all try this. I did that. Hey, I did that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll these tortillas. We're gonna use flour tortillas for this recipe. And you wanna go ahead and take some refried beans. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add in some of our vegan ground meat. So we're gonna take our vegan cheese, and you can use whatever brand you like. And then we're gonna roll. So I like to roll mine. I start by tucking the top and the bottom, and then I flip it over and do another roll. We're gonna secure it with a little toothpick. We're gonna go down, in, and then out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add it into our cooking oil. You can use whatever oil you like. Now you can do a shallow fry. Your girl love to do a good old deep fry. So I'm deep frying these bad babies. So we're gonna go ahead and add this to it, and we wanna cook it for at least about 2 minutes. So if it's a shallow fry, you wanna do about a minute on each side. I like mine nice and brown, you know, really tan. But if you like yours a little bit lighter, you can do that as well. All right, so these are done, and nice and golden brown. We're gonna go, ooh, whoa. Baby said, let me pop. We're gonna go ahead and get these out of the oil. Ooh, look how good that looks. And we're gonna drain this on some paper towel because we wanna get all the excess oil out. We're gonna add some Spanish rice to this. You can get this already prepared in the box. All you have to do is add some water and oil, and it's seasoned to perfection. You can find that on the pantry aisle in Compare Foods. And we're just gonna top our chimichangas with the tomato, and then we're gonna come and top it with some lettuce. Now, if you wanna add sour cream or cheese to this, you can definitely put cheese on top of this. Add it to the broiler for about 15 seconds to melt it some. But I really just like the freshness of my chimichangas because it's already fried and already has that heavy filling. So just putting like some lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of cilantro is more than enough for me. And boom, there you have it, my easy weeknight chimichangas. All right, listen, as you can tell, I'm so excited to try this out. Clearly, I'm not gonna eat both of these, but it looks pretty on the plate, so you're getting ready to see what this looks like. So we're gonna move one over to the side, and we're gonna cut open our chimichanga. Just listen, hold on. It's just so good. Ooh, I love that. All right, so we got that cut open. I know y'all wanna see the middle. Look how that looks. Ooh. All that melty cheese and that vegan ground meat just all up in there. All right, you know what? I ain't gonna be cute, y'all. I was trying to be cute, but I can't be cute. I'm gonna add a little bit of my lettuce and my tomato to this. We're gonna have a nice big old bite. All right, let's get ready. Listen, The way I just blessed y'all life today. The way I just blessed my own life. This is so good. It's creamy, it's smoky, it's vegan meaty. It's absolutely delicious, and you definitely wanna try this out. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and run and subscribe. Click that like, share with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend where you're gonna find some of the best vegan food there is that's on a budget. I am Chef Joya with Vegan on a Budget with Compare Foods, and I will see you next time. Ciao.